on. I'm not recording shit.
For those of you that don't know, it's been a shit day, but it just got a whole heck of a lot better.
Well, I just had a whole spiel that I was going to go into.
And you should go on, yeah.
You ruined
Oh, I ruined your spiel? Is that going? Someone's saying hi. Hi, guys.
Hold on. Wait to load up here. There we are.
All right.
Okay. All right, guys. First off, go Vols!
Yes!
How about that? Wasn't that game something else? Let me mute that. And yes, so go Vols. That was an amazing game. We are the champions of the world.
Indeed. Actually, yes. Yeah.
So, congratulations to UT Baseball. It was a fantastic time, guys. We hope you all are having a better day than Grant has been having up until about 10 seconds ago.
Yes.
But, Grant, I guess we can announce it now.
Why don't you tell him? Yeah.
We are officially Eisner nominees.
What?
Second time.
Second time.
Bitches.
2 in a row.
Second time.
One time's a fluke, second time's a trend.
Just got it.
Just got texted by another fellow comic shop from Tennessee. Thank you, by the way, Infinity Flux, for letting us know that they dropped the list, and we are on it.
On it, baby.
Yes. So we've known for a little bit that we were a nominee, but
Yeah.
we didn't want to talk about it before the official list dropped. So we are so thrilled we can finally talk about it.
We can get it out there.
Yes.
Second time.
That is awesome.
So yeah.
That is actually really fun to think about.
That's
They actually just announced.
amazing.
I know, right? And Image Comics just announced that they've opened up nominations for their Image Select Retail Award for the summer, because it's a quarterly award. So they've been talking about how much we were the first ever winner of that. So that's actually kind of fun. So
It is.
getting a lot of fun, positive vibes out there.
A lot of
Yes.
positive publicity.
So I am just thrilled that has
now.
dropped, because
Having a good day.
yeah, now they just got a lot better. But yeah, Brad, you want to lead us off? You've actually been prepping for the show a little bit more. Do you want to talk about anything first?
Well, the only thing
you've
that
gotta
I
talk about
really
that.
need
Yes.
to talk about,
Yes.
guys, is this new issue of Feral. Now, the reason why I care so much about this is because in the back they tell you can send in pictures of your cats. And guys, if you turn to the back, there's my cat right there, Zelda. So Zelda has made a first appearance in this issue of Feral. Go check it
It's
out.
technically a key then. The
It
first appearance
is,
of Zelda
yes.
in a comic.
Absolutely.
You found that cat, right?
Yeah, it was in our tool shed.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, just picked it up, and it's been hanging out with us ever since.
Brad adopts stray cats.
I
clearly.
don't.
Yes.
My roommate / landlord does.
Ah,
This is
okay.
the second cat.
Oh,
that he's
really?
found this year.
So if you have any cats you need to get rid of, just drop them off at
Just
Brad's
drop them
house.
off in our neighborhood.
I have his address, and it can be yours for $4.99. All right, but yeah, so that is really awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty
You're
cool.
having a pretty cool week. That's
Yeah,
really neat.
not bad at all.
Getting your in there. That's really cool. I love that they do that.
I do too.
I mean, that's comics community. That's what it's all about.
Mhm,
So
absolutely.
that's awesome.
But all right, guys, we are going to go ahead and get into some books for this week. I don't think there's much other news that we need to go through.
So going off the Vols thing, we actually are doing a giveaway tomorrow morning. If you're a Vol fan and you want a copy of the News Sentinel, apparently they've been selling out all over town because
apparently.
of reasons. McKay went by there first thing in the morning to actually the News Sentinel office and bought copies, paid for them, didn't take any from the racks. So we're just giving them away for free tomorrow morning. If you are a Vol fan, you can get limited one per customer while supplies last, yada yada. But that's no purchase necessary either. But if you do show up tomorrow morning, please buy something because I need money to pay my people and stuff. So, so my Brad and McKay can live a good life.
Trying to live that good life.
Anyways, what is it? This Saturday we have a pop-up shop from Easy Collectibles. They do like old toys, action figures, movie props.
Yes. We've had them here before.
We've had them here
They're
before,
awesome.
and it was great. I'm excited to have them here again. But yeah, please come by, support their business on Saturday. They're great people, and we love working with them. Next week, we are going to be doing a election year 4th of July mega sale. from July 3rd to the 7th. Now, the reason we're calling our election year sales because we don't usually do sales around July 4th. We just never have, you know. But like guys, election years are stressful. It's stressful, and it can kind of feel kind of like G.I. Joe versus Cobra and everything when it's election year, and you know we could talk about that all day. But so yeah, you want to help us with the stressful situation? Comics. That's how I solve my problems.
Always.
Which
it used to be the alcohol, but I had to give that one up.
Yeah, exactly. So comics help. You know, that's how I relax is by reading. So. But yeah, so guys, big sale coming next week. We'll be dropping the details. It's going to be a lot of buys going free. We're going to do some giveaways too, some raffle prizes. It's going to be not just like a weekend sale. It's going to be a big deal for 4 days.
Absolutely.
So we're really excited for that.
Usually we don't have 4th of July sales just because
we just never do. It just has always come up at a time when like we just didn't do it. But I was like, you know what, this year let's have some fun. It's election year.
Let's do something.
So once every 4 years a mega sales, it's a fun thing to do.
Looks like we just had a bunch of people join in. Looks like we had 5. So if you are one of the 5 people that just joined, we want to go ahead and tell you again, we are officially nominated for an Eisner for the 2nd year in a row.
Yes.
Stunt on that.
Not a fluke, it's a trend.
Not a fluke. You will see it in whatever documentation they put out, I guess.
Yeah, they just put it out on their social media, their websites, apparently.
Go look it up.
My phone's blowing up right now with people texting me about
fact
it.
check
So
that shit.
Exactly, yes. So we've been nominated the Will Eisner Spirit of Comics Retail Award.
Thank you.
Only 25 stores in the world get nominated each year. We are one of them. So
Twice.
This is twice, yes. The 2nd time we've been nominated. So very excited about that. And for those who just joined us now, you can, if you buy Feral issue 3,
It's 4.
4, you'll see Brad's cat Zelda in the back.
My cat's in there.
It's a lot of fun things to be excited about.
A lot of fun things.
And we're going to dive into the new releases coming out this week. We know that's what you all are here to see, not to listen to just yap. Unless that is why you watch a show, which case,
I mean,
cable's,
I think a lot of
cable's not that expensive. You know,
No.
that's good.
I do have something else I want to yap about just because I thought this was so cool.
This is really cool.
Here.
We buy all sorts of weird shit.
Yeah,
here.
we bought a collection today, and I just found this big book in there. I was like, what the hell is this doing?
We thought it was the Bible.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like one, but it is a complete bound collection of Punisher 2099.
This is custom.
It is it. That is every single issue right there.
That's crazy.
So if anybody's interested, we don't have a price on this thing. I'm not even sure how to price this thing out yet, but we got it.
Exactly. So weird.
We've got a question. How do we help with the nomination? At this point, I don't think it's
no. So this it's not customer based anymore. That time was earlier.
Yeah.
If you want to, definitely check as far as like helping nomination stuff right now. Make sure there's not any more local awards up go for that or that week you can vote for. I think Blank Magazine just had they just closed. City View has one I think right now. The Image Retailer Award just opened back up. You can nominate us again, please do.
Let's
or
do it.
nominate any
Let's
other
fucking
store
do it.
that's in Tennessee or Knoxville at least. Just keep that award local. And keep the big industry's eyes on the Southeast.
Absolutely.
So that's what I would do. For this part of the Eisner nomination process, now we're going to be judged by about 5 judges. Last year it was Jane King from Space Cadet Comics, a couple other people who I do not know, and then Jim Lee. So when we lost the nomination, I came back and told our staff to their faces, Jim Lee hates you.
Jim Lee hates us.
Yes, no, okay, that's not it. All right, about San Diego Comic Con, much shorter in real life, but yeah. So I probably shouldn't say stuff like that.
I say most.
Yeah.
I mean, Steranko was a tiny man.
Yeah, he also wears lifts. Yeah.
Does he really?
Oh yeah.
I could see that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I can see that. He is.
That guy's a character. Yeah, so without further ado, we'll go ahead and dive into the books. But also, guys, for those of you watching, thank you so much for nominating us for the Eisner Spirit of Comics Award.
Guys.
Thank you for nominating us for the Image Select Retailer Award. When you risk a lot financially buying a comic shop and do a lot of things, a lot of people look at you and say that's a little weird and crazy way to do it. Stuff like that affirmation really helps. So I just want to say thank you. So let's go ahead and dive into new releases.
We'll get this out of the way. Don't forget to pick up your first appearance of Zelda in Feral number 4.
Exactly.
I'm going to try to get some ink, and we'll just
there we go.
bring the cat in. And
we should totally do that.
That cat would not.
It would.
Well
you don't think it would
all.
be? It wouldn't. You could whole like scruff it or whatever. It wouldn't. She wouldn't.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to leave Dave up with that.
Yeah, my cat would not like that either. So, all right. First up, we have a facsimile, but this is probably my favorite facsimile we've done yet. Godzilla #1 from Marvel. Back in the day when Marvel had licenses for everything, they had Godzilla at one point, and they did a pretty famous Marvel run. The omnibus collection of this series will be available later this year. But if you want to read the first time Godzilla appeared in a comic, a Marvel comic, his first appearance was an Archie comic, believe it or not. Yeah, Godzilla's first appearance in comics is Archie. You can pick this up tomorrow. We have the regular cover and full covers. These are limited, of course, so if you're wanting a copy, let us know. Or if you've already pulled it, you did your job. Good job.
Just show up.
Exactly. Like I said, fun week this week getting the shipment out, so we're going to be a little off on that. We have Blood Hunt number 4. We have, of course, the Red Band copies as well. Blood Hunt has been a fantastic event, probably the best summer event we've had in comics in quite a bit. Like, what was the last like good event you liked, like from Marvel or DC? Crossover event. King of Black?
I don't really know. I guess, yeah, that would probably be the last one. Because
Yeah.
I didn't care for the DC Night Terrors.
Devil's Reign was good.
Oh, yes, Devil's Reign.
Devil's Reign.
Yes,
Devil's Reign was
yes.
good. But like DC, what was the last good DC event?
It definitely wasn't fucking Night Terrors.
It was not Night Terrors.
No, it was not. Steven, do you want the foil or the regular? Just let me know down here and I'll grab.
Yeah, actually, I can't remember what the last DC event was.
Yeah,
If you can
Devil's
remember
Reign,
a good
Devil's Reign,
DC crossover event that came out in the last like 2 or 3 years, please let us know because we can't remember.
Yeah.
But speaking of crossover events, Absolute Power kicks off with a primer. This is a prequel to Absolute Power, not necessarily the core series. It's not essential to read the core series, but I would because Mark Waid, and this is a big thing too. This crossover thing, this is that they're doing with Absolute Power. Mark Waid's writing all of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And Mark Waid is kind of the what you call it.
I don't know, man. He's just their fucking brainchild.
He's one of the greatest writers out there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is like he's like top tier talent. This isn't a guy who's going to phone it in. This is a guy. If he were to sit down and do an event, it's because he's planning out everything.
Oh yeah.
I would
also
one of those.
Bet money that man has probably read every single Marvel and DC book.
Easily. He actually could. He's also one of those guys who actually told editorial to go screw off if they were doing something he didn't like.
Sure.
So this is an event I'd give a try. Even if you've been burned on past events, I know we have. I did Dark Web, Gang War was a little Night Terrors. I would try Absolute Power just again because of Mark Waid. That's a great name to do an event. Plus, it's Amanda Waller's the bad guy. You're going to see some cool stuff with that.
So Amanda Waller, we got Failsafe and Brainiac.
Yes, and the Batman Zero and all with Failsafe kind of thing is like a whole thing.
Yeah.
But that's it's going to be an interesting series. So moving away from crossovers though, let's go to limited series. This might be the book we're looking forward to the most this week, which is of course Zatanna Bringing Down the House. It's a mature Black Label series starring Zatanna, everyone's favorite. Super attractive magic user in the DC universe.
I loved it. I read it this morning. It was fantastic.
I got to read a preview a few weeks ago when it was on FOC, and it looks really, really good. Obviously, Zatanna is, she talks backwards, she casts magic spells. She has a lot of baggage with her father, Zatara.
Yes.
If you've watched Young Justice, you got just a taste of that. Usually, whenever continuity change, whatever universe, Zatanna's dad dies, it's usually someone else's fault. And she has to deal with it.
Yep.
This has her working in Vegas.
Yeah, this has got her essentially knowing that she has powers, but not really addressing it.
It's kind of like she's acting like John Constantine, which is really cool.
Sure.
And I always love when they team up.
Yeah, I do
those always really great.
I'll take anything with Constantine.
Exactly. If you haven't read the Justice League Dark series that Tynion and Ron were doing not too long ago, it was very good. But that comes out tomorrow. We have a beautiful art trim cover as always a plus. But that comes out tomorrow. Did you get the chance to read this one?
No, I didn't.
Did not? Okay, so there is a Thanos annual out tomorrow. They're kind of keeping Thanos around as like with a bunch of one-shots to just kind of keep him in the zeitgeist while Marvel does whatever Marvel does. So if you're looking for that next big cosmic, kind of crossover thing to see what's going on, I would give this a check out. It looks really fun. There's a great Scotty Young cover, which is easily the best part.
And an actual pretty good Frank Miller cover.
There was a Frank Miller cover for this, yes. It is halfway decent.
It is halfway decent.
It's better than his Uncle Scrooge one, which is not saying much. It's also better than his...
Much better than that Wolverine.
It's much better than Wolverine, which again is not saying much. It's better than the Daredevil one, which also was okay.
I don't think I saw the Daredevil one. I'm sure I did.
It was okay. So Thanos, annual out tomorrow.
There is a Frank Miller cover for that. Did you bring that with you?
I did not.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good.
Check
it out.
Good. Yeah. We have a couple copies. If you want a copy, please message us or comment. Do what you're doing. You guys are doing great. Okay, so next we have a sequel series to Godzilla, Here There Be Dragons. It's Here There Be Dragons 2, Sons of Giants. If you liked Here There Be Dragons, it was great. You see Godzilla creating the myth of sea monsters essentially by being a badass. this continues that. If you like those good old dumb monster fun books, there you go.
Derek, do you want Thanos or Godzilla? Which one are we talking here? And
Yes.
Steven, let me know on that facsimile. Do you want the foil or you just want the regular?
Specificity, redundancy.
Gotta
Yes,
know.
make sure you.
We'll put it all in your box.
Exactly. Don't tempt us. No. Moving on. This is really cool. We have a returning great. Department of Truth is back with issue 23. If you haven't read Department of Truth, that's a shame. It's a great book. It's a lot. It's different. But there's been an overarching mystery the entire time. Well, several, but the main one you're wondering is about the guy who's in charge of the Department of Truth, and this is his story. It involves the Kennedy assassination, which we all love watching. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But that Department of Truth is back after a long hiatus. All good?
Work. Okay,
Work.
yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
Those Millers, those aren't ratio, right?
No, they're common. Yeah.
We got you. All right, Steven, I got you too, bud.
Word. Okay, so continuing what's coming out this week, we want to talk about a couple series that are actually entering issue 3. So if you haven't given them a chance, we want you to give you the chance to try them out. So before we adjust quantities, we have Redcoat number 3. Redcoat. Are you reading Redcoat?
No.
It's one of the new ones. This machine is set in that whole Geiger universe. It's about an immortal.
Turn that shit off.
About an immortal. Make sure it's not jazz. No, it's not. Cool. About an immortal being who fought in the Revolutionary War. My favorite of the Ghost Toon titles right now is Brook Exodus, which involves a dying planet and people trying to get off of it. They have helmets that can help them control animals, to help them be wranglers. They're rangers, kind of like park rangers. Basically, everyone invaded this world that's dying, and a couple of park rangers are left over trying to get off. So,
Interesting.
pretty cool. And
I like the Geiger books, but no, I haven't delved into any of the other.
And then last but not least, we have the new Spawn, Rat City.
Mm-hmm.
This one's great. It's a new Spawn book that's not written by McFarland. So if you're looking for something that's not written like it was from the 90s, there you go. Cyberpunk Spawn. It's really good. Issue 1 sold out completely here. And it's actually had a pretty strong viewership. Those are 3 ongoing titles that maybe you haven't heard of. We'd encourage you to do. One last big one we have is Spectrograph. This one flew on the radar for a lot of people. I think actually we weren't doing this show quite as much when this book came out, but this is a new Tynion book. So if you like something that's killing the children, it's about this guy basically making 13 ghosts in a comic.
Oh shit, really?
It's very similar to 13 Ghosts,
Okay.
yeah. About a wacky house that's kind of like a portal to the afterlife. Basically, this guy spent millions trying to discover if there was an afterlife. He found out there wasn't. He's like in the occult. He's a billionaire. He found out there's no afterlife, so he tries to make one.
Oh, hell yeah.
And now he's trying to sell his house. That is the story. And guys, issue 1 is fucked up.
Okay, I'll
Trigger
have to check
warning.
that out
It's a
for
little
sure.
freaky, yeah. But I won't go in why. It's not necessarily a visual thing. It's more like a dread thing. Like because and it's not even the horror thing. It's just about one of those character backstories where you're like, oh, that's kind of freaking me out a bit.
Gotcha.
That I won't say what it is. If you know, you know. But
What
yeah,
issue are we on with Spectrograph?
2.
2? Okay.
Only on issue 2. It's a distillery book. But those are the new releases coming out this week.
Sorry,
Before
new
we dive
releases.
into the ratio variants, we're going to talk about 3 graphic novels we have coming out tomorrow
That's
that we're
cool.
really excited about. 1, it's a kid's book. What is the story of Godzilla? Your kid asks what Godzilla is, and you don't know how to talk to them about it. This is for you. But
That's
this is
great.
amazing. One I'm very excited about is a Korean manga from Ablaze. Ablaze does a great job of publishing Korean manga. This one is Gannibal. If the title sounds familiar, you're probably weird like me and you already know what it is. But Gannibal is actually a TV show. It's on Hulu. It's a Korean TV show about a cop who arrives at a village and soon discovers that the village has kind of like those like patriarchs, like those big families. Like we're in the South, you guys know, like that family that runs the town. They're cannibals. That's what the story is. It's freaky. It's awesome.
I love that.
Give it a watch, or better yet, give it a read.
Give it a
So that
read.
came out, and
Did it start off as a graphic novel?
no,
Or manga?
I think so, but I think they just brought to America.
States.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's on Hulu if you want to watch it. If you want to watch something really cool, always watch Korean drama. They're always fun.
Sure, I'll look into
Drops of
that.
Gods on Apple TV. It's based off a manga as well. It's great. This is kind of funny. We got this.
This thing is huge.
It's bigger than my head.
Yeah.
This is the
He's
Lobo.
got a big head, too.
I do have a big head. Yeah, so this is a Lobo Compendium. Keith Griffin, R.I.P. So they brought this out recently. It's all of his comics. It's got... Holy shit, that's a lot of books.
Yeah.
It's got his first appearance all the way up to Lobo Cop.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, This has
ton of
it
stuff.
has everything. Wow, this is a lot, you guys. So if you like Lobo, we got a Lobo
There you
book
go.
for you. Look how big it is. Seriously, like
That's
look
a
at it.
huge book.
Exactly.
You
That's
could
like
definitely fuck somebody up with that.
you could, yes. No, little known fact, we actually keep compendiums around here in case we have to
Just in
break in.
case.
Yep. Oh god, I pity the next person who tries breaking in here. They don't know what they're going to get. All right, let's talk about variants. So you guys know the rules. You see a variant you like, a ratio variant you want, you comment, message us your PayPal information, and then within 24 hours we'll send you an invoice. You have 24 hours to pay that. After 48 hours, all claims are void. You see something on here that you like and you don't claim it, and you see it on the shelf and it's more, too bad.
You missed your time.
Exactly. If you're a subscriber, please let us know. We'll throw it in your box.
Mm-hmm.
But all sales, all prices on this are cheaper, and they're going to be on the shelf tomorrow, but they're only for this video. So you lucky few that are watching this video, there you go.
And you know which one we're talking about.
Exactly.
If you want it, go ahead and get it now.
Exactly. All right. So, like I said, we had a hell of a time getting our shipment going this morning.
Yeah, we had
so
some.
We've actually had a lot of issues with our variants today,
Yeah.
so that's why, again, they got a lot better with the Eisner nomination. So let's go ahead and start off with some big ones. We got a 1 in 50 Thanos annual Scotty Young sketch cover, which is
Good
awesome.
shit, those things
This
are
is
awesome.
yours for $30 if you want it. Price only good for here. Same thing, $30 for this 1 in 50 red coat foil.
Oh.
It's shiny. The Ghost Stream covers are awesome. Get them graded. Get a 99. Sell it for $1 on eBay. Got a lot of options there.
You do have a lot of options there.
Yes. And am I missing a cover? No, I'm not. Okay, cool. Speaking of spectrograph, we have two variants. We have the holy shit, that's crazy. 1 in 25 variant, and we have a 1 in 50 variant. Not being able to get super descriptive on the artist today, guys. Again, shipment's a little mess. Be here all night. The 1 in 25 is 15. This one is 25. 1 in 50. But those are available if you are interested.
Jump on them if you want them.
Yes. We have a 1 in 25 Department of Truth variant for $20, and a Feral 1 in 10. Sorry, no, that's 1 in 25. 1 in 25 for $15. But those are both available, and this cover is amazing. If no one buys it, I'm taking it home. That book just freaks me out, you know.
What, Department of Truth?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We have a 1 in 25 Zatanna variant for $15.
It's a good book, guys.
And
Definitely
the
suggest
big one that
picking
we
it
have
up.
coming out today, it's not very many ratio variants. Like I said, we've had a lot of crazy stuff going on with that today. We have the 125 Red Band Pulp Homage cover. This is the bagged and board one. Some of these were going for $200 a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
Luckily, prices have appropriately cooled down. This is yours for $50 on the show.
$50 for it?
Only $50.
Woo!
Yes. So those prices, those are what the prices are. They are valid until midnight.
Midnight.
Message us, all that good stuff.
Let us
but
know,
yeah.
call, all that good jazz.
But yeah, we have a lot going on. Honestly, for those of you that joined us late, we have a pop-up shop this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
We have a big sale going on next week for 4th of July week,
Mm-hmm.
starting July 3rd to the 7th. And what was the other thing we had going on? Oh yeah, UT Balls giveaway tomorrow morning. If you want a newspaper or couldn't find one, we have some here to give away for free.
And we're nominated for an Eisner.
We were nominated for an
For the
Eisner.
second time.
Yes, second time.
Second
in a row.
year in a row, guys.
Yes,
I guess, is that about it?
I think that's about
Okay.
it.
Sorry, we're cutting it a little short. Energy might be a little low. It's been a weird
It's been a weird
around
day,
here,
but
guys.
I'll have to say it's we're about done with June. We've been running around like crazy.
Yeah.
July we're staying here doing inventory. We're locking and loading for the rest of the year. So if you're coming in July, you're gonna see us working our asses off getting ready for the rest of the year because we have some crazy things planned.
Mhm.
We'll be announcing several artist visits in the next week or so. We'll be announcing that for the rest of the year, and we've got plenty more in store.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, guys, go Vols. Thank you all
Yes,
very
go
much.
Vols.
And we will see you all in the shop this week or right here next week.
Exactly.
All right, guys.
See you guys.
Let's get out of here.